don't seem so far away. The only thing between us is empty space, empty space. And even when the music is loud, I'd rather be no other place than here with you now, here with you now. Here with you now. See your face in the crowd, but you don't seem so far away. The only thing between us is empty space, empty space. Even when the music is loud, I'd rather be no other place. Here with you now, here with you now. Place than here with you. I see your face in the crowd, but you don't seem so far away. The only thing between us is empty space, empty space. Even when the music is loud, I'd rather be no other place. Here with you now, here with you now. There's a pyramid of power with eyes that can see it all. Camera.
Staring at the sunset, and I wonder how it all came down to this one moment. Think of all my dedication, and I wonder how it all came down to this one moment. Sometimes when nothing's going right, I wish that I could go back in time. Back in time. Tonight I feel the tides moving, and this is bigger than me. Now I need to breathe. I lay down, staring at the sunset, and I wonder how it all came down to this one moment. Think of all my dedication, and I wonder how it all came down to this one moment. Sometimes when nothing's going right, I wish that I could go back in time.
I see you in the morning, will you still want to be true? I can dream, I can dream that we'll see a brighter day.
And I'm alive, more alive than I've ever been your way. And I'm alive.
Hello and welcome everybody to the HSEL stream for the fall majors. I am Aaron Hockey. I haven't hosted a stream in a while. Elijah's been filling in for me, but we got a great League of Legends match coming your way, hosted by Nathan. Why don't you take it away, Nathan?
Hey, thank you, man. We have a great match here, and I'm ready to see what happens. We're getting the match started and just trying to get everybody in so we can get this game rolling. It's going to be a good best-of-3 matchup here. We have Thinking About You. First of all, what a great name. And also Diamond 3. We got from Diamond players all the way down to Bronze players in this match. So it's going to be a good one. We're actually going to go into picks and bans right now. Thinking About You, the blue side is going to ban first. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Galio ban come out here, or even a Malzahar ban come out for the mid lane. Try to take out the mid laners. We actually see a Jarvan ban come out on the blue side. Probably trying to focus on getting away that engage so that the blue side doesn't have to worry about that, giving the probably Twitch or Kog'Maw possibility on the blue side. We actually see Talia getting banned out on the red side here against the mid laners. Red side focused on the mid laners at this moment. Blue side focused on the top laners.
Learn from your mistakes.
And as I said, the blue side's focused on the top laners here, and Riven has been banned with Jarvan here, and now we actually see red side is going to ban out the Alistar pick. In recent weeks, we actually see that Ardent Sensor has gotten a big nerf, so that is going to impact this game a lot here. You won't see as much Janna or Lulu nowadays. You'll see a lot of Blitzcrank and Thresh now, knowing that these guys can actually come back into meta. Janna will actually still be banned on the blue side, just to probably give the advantage towards the bot lane. They actually banned Twitch, knowing that they probably want to go for a Twitch or Kog'Maw pick on the blue side here. But back to the point, supports now. The tanky supports Braum, Blitzcrank, Thresh. You get those Alistar big tank guys back into the bot lane meta just by nerfing the Ardent Sensor, which is a great thing for all. And we actually see on the blue side, we see a surprising pick with Yasuo taking Ignite here. And now we have Tristana picked on the red side, probably to get more mobility here away from the blue side, knowing that they have a Yasuo at this point, trying to have to keep the Yasuo away, kite him away, and try to keep him from the backline at this point. Yeah, Rammus, what a good pick by the red side here. Rammus would be a strong pick, especially against a Yasuo who can dash through them. Rammus could taunt and keep him away from Tristana here. Good frontline pick on the red side. We're actually going to see Lulu hovered. Now Nar is going to be locked in here by Morrison 760. And Draven is going to be locked in for the AD carry on the blue side here. A lot of damage coming out from the blue side. We do have some tank from Nar here. If Nar goes full tank here, he's just going to be a massive frontline and initiator for Yasuo and Draven. A pretty good combo for Nar and Yasuo, getting that knock up to the Windblade. We actually see Cho'Gath come up here on the red side, and that red side is now banning Cho'Gath. A good pick against Nar here. Cho'Gath's just damage lately has been insane. I don't know what Riot was thinking on it, giving a tank the potential to do so much true damage, but red side saw that blue side was hovering the Lulu, so red side's actually going to take out the Lulu, so they have no possible chance of grabbing her for the Draven, which if blue side was able to grab Lulu here, that would have been a strong pick, but I think now Draven's probably going to want something on the lines of like a Thresh, maybe, but or even a Morgana. Morgana would be nice here. We actually see the blue side take out the Galio here. We've got blue side still has their jungler and their support left, and the red side still has their mid laner and their support left to pick. So we'll see what ban they have left here. We see Kane come out on the red side here for the bans. I think they're trying to take out their jungle picks at this moment just so that Rammus can get strong enough and they won't have anyone who can counter jungle them to the point where Rammus can't do anything for them.
Seriously?
Rakan ban actually comes out here. Really good ban by the blue side. Getting that Rakan high CC and actually healing away from the Tristana. It gives them a huge gap closer if red side was able to pick up the Rakan here. If they pick up Syndra here, Yasuo is actually going to switch from the Ignite and go for the Cleanse. Very wise decision by the Yasuo here. Getting countered by Syndra and not being able to do anything in the mid lane. It's been a very hard laning phase for this Yasuo here, but really wise on his part by taking the Cleanse. On the blue side, we actually see Zac being hovered by Tax Maven. Tax Maven is going to lock in the Zac for the blue side. Right now, we see a high front line right here. Gnar, Zac, and possibly a Blitzcrank pick, which would be which would give them a really strong team comp. But at this point, I think they should go for someone with shields or healing, and they do. They go for the Sona this time. They're going to do the combination of barrier and heal in the bot lane. Draven will take heal, actually. Surprisingly, I would think they would switch, but if Sona's not deciding to get Ardent Sensor, maybe they don't have to switch. Actually, Sona's going to go for the exhaust here instead of flipping around. Braum is actually picked. This is a first pick that I've seen in a long time since Ardent Sensor got buffed. Braum has been chosen on the red side. Red side looking pretty tanky here. I think if the blue side can probably take out the Tristana and Syndra, which is going to be very difficult. Rammus and Braum, both high defensive champions, high protective champions, I have to say, against the Yasuo and the Draven picks here. Zac and Gnar, really high initiators, but not much backline protection as the red side has here. So I think red side has an advantage with the Cho'Gath who can rush in, or even Rammus who can rush in, and Cho'Gath would stay behind. Braum is always going to be by Tristana's side here, and I think red side's in favor, at least for the team comps. We have about 8 seconds before we're going to get into this match. It's going to be a good one. First match, best of 3. Here we go, loading into the loading screen now. On the red side, I can't actually see what keystones they're taking here, but I think I can partially see getting cut off by the client. It's unfortunate, but I was actually wrong. My mistake. We still have 2 minutes and 40 seconds. The spectator delay we have to wait on. Unfortunate for us, but at the same time still gives us time to talk about the team compositions around here. So we see the Syndra coming out against the Yasuo. It's a really good pick, especially against a Yasuo. Yasuo thinking wisely, instead of just going for the Ignite and all in, going to actually probably play defensive this landing phase, take the cleanse, and try to scale from there. I think we're gonna see a lot more Yasuo roaming around, more around the bot side this game, trying to get Draven stronger. Yasuo doesn't need to try to get Gnar strong this game. Gnar's going to have a strong early game until he hits 6 against this Cho'Gath. We'll see that. I think Yasuo and Zac will probably try to hard camp the bot lane, getting Draven that strong lead against the Tristana, because Tristana scales not as good as a Draven would if Draven gets or Draven starts to snowball, but a Tristana here is very strong, even if she doesn't snowball in the early game. That's the one downside of playing Draven, is that it's very hard to snowball in the mid game if you didn't do well in the early game or didn't do much in the early game. So I think we'll see a lot of Zac and Tax Maven ganking the bot lane here. But getting this game rolling, we're actually probably going to see a lot from the Rammus going trying to get the objectives this game. Rammus pick allowing them to go for objectives a lot more here than the blue side. Zach is not much of an objective taker in this matchup. We'll see what Zach can try to do against the Rammus. The Rammus is a lot stronger, not CC-wise, but damage-wise towards the monsters and creeps. Zach has a lot of CC, though, which can change an entire fight. If Nar can get a full stun off onto the enemy team, Zach could actually hop in and get a nice ultimate down. If they play their cards correctly, they have what we like to call a wombo combo team on the blue side of the map. And the red side of the map does not have much of a wombo combo, but they do have a lot of protection and kiting abilities here with the Syndra and Tristana, and then the massive front line from the Rammus and Cho'Gath, and then the mid protection from Braum here, protecting them actually from Draven Ultimate, from the Gnar Q, and from Yasuo's Wind Wall. Pretty good choice by the red side here with the Braum. We're actually going to get into the match now, getting into the loading screen as the match is going to start. I had to take a little pause there, getting a little cough out there. Getting into the loading screen now. High school esports majors round 4. It is time. It is time for League of Legends. And if you guys want to stay on all day today, have it on the side, hang out with us all day today. We actually got a lot of matches for you, not just League of Legends. We've got Overwatch, we've got Hearthstone, we got Rocket League, and we've got CSGO today. We've got all the games that you love and more today. You guys can keep on watching all day today. Make sure to follow us on Varsity Network and hit that subscribe. Subscribe to make sure that you are notified of when we are streaming and when we are casting the games for High School Esports League. It's going to be a fun time. Just stick with us through the day. Hang out with us. Put it on your second monitor if you have it, or even on your phone. You don't have to put the volume on if you don't want, but it's recommended. So I like the casters, I gotta say, personally. But if you can, keep our stream on all day today and hang out with us. We like to hear from you, see you in the chat, and let's get this game started. We actually see the Gladiator Draven skin come out by Wise Hearted this game. I've already talked a lot about what these team comps are going to do here, so let's see what else I can actually say. All right, as the game is actually going to come into play here, we'll see which side actually might go in for an invade here. I wouldn't be surprised to see the red side actually go for an invade here. If Cho'Gath can get a knockup on the enemy and Master Peter with Braum can get a slow on the enemy on an invade here, they possibly could burn a few flashes or maybe even get first blood. And game 1 has started. Both sides are ready to go, just hanging out in the base until they're allowed to go and fight. All right, it looks like blue side's actually going to go to the bottom side of the map, and the red side's actually going to go to the bottom side of the map here. Little interesting. We'll see what they do.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
All right, Nar looking for that Q to see if there's anyone in that bush there. Cho'Gath and Syndra playing it smart, spreading out, making sure that the enemy is not going to try to ward up or take their red buff on the red side of the map. Make sure that Rammus can get all the experience that he can. Rammus not having much of a power in the enemy jungle, not being able to counter jungle as much, will be very helpful for the red side if they can keep the Zac from trying to take it early on. All right, we see the jungle creeps and the minions are actually going to spawn very, very soon. Gnar and Cho'Gath just keeping vision on both sides, making sure that the enemy is not going to come over and try to take their buffs here. But we see both junglers actually starting on the bot side of the map. Zac, given that he has no mana, does not need to start blue buff here, giving us the potential thought that we could see Zac and Rammus both either gank the mid lane or the top lane of the map here, trying to get either side strong so that they could possibly later on gank the bot side of the map for the rest of the game until they can get to the mid game after the tier 1 turret falls on one side of the map. Alright, we have Yasuo and Syndra just going at it right now. Syndra's poking down the Yasuo a little bit here. We see that Zac is actually going to skip the Wraiths here and go straight to the Wolves, and Rammus is actually going to go to the Wolves here. And seems like Zac is probably trying to go for a little bit of a faster paced clear here so we can try to gank either the mid or top lane at this point. Alright, and we see that Tristana has bought in the Doran shield start this match. Probably trying to go for the defensive match here against the Draven. Draven has the high base damage with his empowered Q, giving him the advantage in the early game until Tristana gets that BF sword or just at least something that can get her a little bit stronger. Doran shield will help her farm out and hopefully clear out the wave. She does, I believe, have Warlord's Bloodlust, so she'll be able to easily farm in the lane and gain her health back if she gets some poke from the Sona or Draven. Alright, Zac is actually going to go for the scuttle here, and Rammus is going to see that he's there. He's going to put a ward down, knowing that he can't get the scuttle here, and just let it be. But they have now vision on the both sides have vision on the river. We see Zac actually going to counter jungle here. See if Rammus actually took his red. Zac does see that he took his red. Zac's actually going to go in for a jump here. Misses. Yasuo is going to follow up and try to go for him. Rammus is going to flash over the wall. And it is advantage blue side. Blue side has gotten the flash out of Rammus. Frog the throat flashing out, giving them the... or actually not allowing blue side to take the first blood here, but allowing Zac now. Zac getting the counter jungle onto Rammus here. Very strong for the Zac. A lot of experience points, especially from the rocks over here. I couldn't think of the name at the moment. We actually see a fight going on in mid lane. Just a little bit of a trade here. Yasuo getting a good trade off on Syndra. Very surprising, but I believe as soon as they hit 6, Yasuo is going to have to be a little more safe than the Syndra is going to have to be until she hits level 6. Zac just finishing up the jungle here. Might go for a gank, but I think Cho'Gath has no idea. There's no vision on Cho'Gath here. Zac is actually going to jump in here. He jumps, misses the Cho'Gath. He's going to knock up the Cho'Gath, but Mega Gnar was not able to stun the Cho'Gath here, and Zac was not able to knock up Cho. Cho is going to be fine. Does not have to burn flash at all. Rammus actually moving up to the mid lane. Yasuo is very far up, and this could be a potential gank for Rammus and the red side. Rammus is actually going to jump in, gets the taunt onto Yasuo. Yasuo is going to get 1 Q down. Can he proc it? Yasuo still has cleanse and flash up. Does not use them. Very wise, very knowledgeable of him, knowing that since both the Syndra and the Rammus did not have their CC anymore, he did not need to flash. It was very wise on the Yasuo's part. He will use some farm here, and Rammus will be in a little bit of more of an advantage for the Syndra, but at least this Yasuo was wise enough to not burn his flash. Good on his part. Blue side favor at this point. We see the Syndra's going to back here because she did push out the wave a little bit. I don't think it was hard enough for her to actually not lose any minions in this wave, but she'll make it back in time to not lose much farm here. Not much has happened this game. It's been kind of slow. We'll see if anything else happens. Rammus just getting the wolves right now. Zac going for the race. Bot lane kind of just a farming game at bot. Just a stalemate here, back and forth. We actually see red side has the most vision in the game. We actually don't see the blue side at all have any vision anywhere in the jungle. That is not really strong for the blue side here. They have no idea where the Rammus is, and they have no idea if anyone's going to be roaming here. Well, we'll see if the Syndra tries to roam. Yasuo's pushed out the wave here again. Both, actually Yasuo has level 6, but Syndra just gaining her level 6, now hit her power spike. We're actually see a little bit of a fight at bot lane. Braun hits the Q onto Sona, slowing her down, and poking her away. Sona with not much health here, being able to get poked down pretty easy, but at the same time, Sona does a burst amount of damage against the Tristana in this matchup. We see the Yasuo actually hit a knock up here with the tornado onto Syndra. Zac is going to back here, probably buy some items. Rammus is going to go after his Wraith. And yeah, like I said earlier, there's not much vision into this game. We have the blue side, we have a Trinket down at bot lane. Red side, we have Syndra's Ward in the mid lane. And we have 2 blue lanes. Oh my goodness, I missed a fight at bot lane. That was completely my fault there. But Sona actually picking up the first blood for the blue side here. I was not able to see that. Go back to the mid lane. We actually see Rammus going to jump in. We see the cleanse coming out from Yasuo and the flash coming in for Syndra. We see the wind wall blocking the stun from Syndra. Flashes out of Syndra's power, and the Rammus, Rammus did flash earlier on in the game, so he was not able to follow up. We did see all the CC go away from Syndra and from Rammus. I just see Rammus staying nearby because Yasuo being very aggressive. Rammus is actually going to come back in. Zac is around the corner. Zac is going to probably jump in here, misses, but is able to not able to get the knock up here. Wind walls, or tries to wind wall the ult here. Yasuo is able to get away and not have to worry about using his flash right now. And all over the place at this point, trying to find what is going on here. So many fights going on now. And I actually missed it again. We see the Yasuo getting taken down by Syndra here. Syndra barely having any mana, using all that she had left to get that kill for the red side. Is 1-1. 12.8k gold to 11.4 blue side favor. We see a little bit of a trade at bot lane right here. Draven's actually might go for a fight here, knowing that Sona just got some items a little bit stronger. We see Cho'Gath actually teleporting back up to the top lane. Cho'Gath possibly has 1 stack of Feast now, and we'll see if he's gonna try to go for more stacks of Feast off of the minions, knowing that he's probably not gonna get a kill off of Gnar very soon, or from Rammus at any time. We see that the Ocean Drake is actually up and ready to go. Sona's probably gonna put some vision onto the dragon here, or even maybe go for a little mid lane cheeky gank here. Support's going to roam around mid lane, and Zac's actually going to stay around mid lane. Not being seen by the vision, Zac's going to hop in right here. Yes, going to take some damage, actually flashes in, knocks him up. Yasuo's actually able to get his ult up off of it. Zac does have his passive up, so he won't get killed here. Syndra gets taken down, and Yasuo is able to get away. Clean plays by the blue side, knowing that Zac has his passive up. Rammus trying to do something here, but knows that Sona and Zac are now actually going to be here and be up and ready to go. Very wise decision on the blue side to go in for that. Knowing that Zac had his passive up, they could go for the kill here and try to snowball the lead for the Yasuo, giving him the stronger advantage against this Syndra, who does counter the Yasuo in this matchup. We see Rammus now actually trying to push away the Yasuo from the Wraith. Yasuo trying to take as much farm as he can. We see a fight at top lane. A little bit of a trade here. Gnar getting a better trade off against the Cho'Gath here. Won't do much though. Just a normal tanky top lane fight. Cho'Gath is actually going to use Devour on a minion and get his second stack for the game. Bot lane, we see Draven and Sona are going to pressure the lanes right now, and it looks like Rammus is actually just finishing his Wraith. Yasuo's going to back here as his lane is, or was, pushed out. See, Rammus might actually go for a gank here, knowing that there's no vision. And Syndra might go for a roam here, which is a little surprising. Rammus is going to go for it. Gnar does know he's there. Rammus misses the knockup, but actually gets a taunt off of him. Cho'Gath does not have Devour here, and Gnar is about to get Mega Gnar. Zac's around the corner. Zac is going to jump in. We see a flash come in for Gnar. The WD ultimate. Zac actually knocks him together, which knocks him towards their turret. We'll see if they have enough damage together to bring him down. Rammus is going to flash away. Gnar is going to jump in, takes down the Rammus. Gnar is going to throw out the Q and try to take Cho'Gath down, but not able to. Syndra's actually going to try to move in here and see if she can take out someone here. Syndra does have her ultimate up. If she gets a good knock up here, Gnar does not have flash. Zac's going to jump back in, gets a knock up. Hits them both up. Cho'Gath is probably going to get taken down here. Gnar gets a kill onto him. Syndra's going to take down the Zac here, and Gnar is going to pick up a double kill. That is 3 kills for Nar here. Big lead for the blue side here now, 5-2. Let's see what happens. We actually see a bot lane fight here. Braum is going to go forward against this Draven. Misses the Q here. If he hit that Q, he probably could have kept going here on that fight. Blue side here is going to take the advantage on that top lane fight. We look back at it. We actually see a failed attempt by Rammus to try to go in and fight there. Rammus getting the knockup onto the minions, but was not able to knock up the Gnar. So Gnar was able to kite around. Zac fortunately was up in their top side jungle and was able to counter gank that one. Rammus sitting mid lane, knowing that Syndra had to go back and buy items because she had tried to roam there and actually fell to the Gnar. She did pick up the kill against the Zac, but we actually see the Zac sitting in the bush here. Zac knowing there's no vision with the control ward, but the blue side pushing in the wave too much. Yasuo knows that Rammus is there, doesn't know the Syndra's there, and actually is going to wind wall the Syndra's stun. He's actually going to go into it now, knowing that Zac is nearby. Yasuo's going to get a good tornado off, has no vision onto them, so he's not able to follow up with the wind blade. Zac is actually going to jump in here and get the knock-up. Yasuo's going to follow up with the ultimate. Zac is going to ult them away and knock them over. Syndra's going to knock the Yasuo back. Actually, Yasuo is going to take down the Rammus here, and it's going to be in a good fight and a good favor for the blue side. We have to see a bot lane fight going down. Both Braum and Tristana flash away. We see Draven using his ultimate, not able to get to the Tristana, actually getting stopped. Zac taking down the Syndra while the bot lane fight was going on. Zac probably jumping back in, taking out the Syndra, and Yasuo is going to take the first turret blood here. Blue side has been able to wisely use this early game to their advantage. The amount of power and pressure that they have over this game is in high favor for the early game for the blue side, allowing Yasuo to snowball here and get stronger for the late game. And now we see the tier 1 turret at bot lane actually taking down 2 turrets now for the blue side. We see here that Rammus and Cho'Gath are not much early game champions, and Tristana are not much early game champions. We'll get back to that, but we actually see Narc jump into the turret and actually ult W and Q, take out the Cho'Gath here, able to take out the enemy top laner. Blue side is just rolling right now. But as I was saying, the red side is going to struggle a bit, and if they can hold this game off until late, I think red side will have a strong, not a strong chance, but they will have somewhat of a chance to come back here with their tanky Cho and their Rammus, and then the high DPS from Tristana here. But at this point, we see 2 high late gamers, Draven and Yasuo, snowballing pretty well here, and being able to have Zac and Gnar get a decent amount of kills and assists, giving them a push forward to their tanky stats this game. Excuse me there, that was my bad. We actually see the Zac here is going to ward up into the enemy jungle and try to move forward. We actually see Braum. Braum is going to actually hit the Zac here. Sona's going to ult. Both of them. Yasuo is actually going to catch the Tristana before she can leave. Gets a kill onto Tristana. The Braum is going to try to fight here. Yasuo gets a nice tornado onto Rammus. Yasuo is going to pick up a triple kill here. Zac is going to jump back in and get the Syndra. And we see Narax is going to pick up a kill on the Syndra. 4 kills for nothing. Blue side taking the advantage in this match. I'm saying that a lot this game, taking the advantage. The blue side has the advantage, I should say, most of the game now. Pushing out the mid. They're actually going to go for a tower dive here. Zac and Gnar getting good knockup. Cho'Gath is actually going to ult the Zac, but not knowing that Zac has his passive up. That is unfortunate for Cho here. They're going to pick up the mid lane turret now and probably rotate to the top lane here. Zac's probably going to see if he can try to counter jungle here. Yasuo's going to back now, knowing that he has the mid lane pushed out far enough for them to do anything at this point. We see a fight actually might break out at bot lane. There's 4 people down there and only 1 of Draven. Draven's actually just going to run away, knowing that he's probably not the wisest to try to 1v4 here. Still not the strongest, but he is strong at this point. We see the Sona actually coming up. Draven's kind of baiting until Sona can make it there. Sona does not have ult here, though, and Braum does not have ult here also, so they both are down their ultimates. I think both AD carries do have their ultimates up for their fight if they wanted to go for it here. Right now, I think the best thing that they can try to do for the red side is possibly just try to get enough vision to make sure that Harold is actually not going to be taken down here by the Zac. And hopefully, as I was saying, the Zac is actually going to go for the Herald here. There is a pink ward. Zac is probably going to stop doing the Herald at this point. Or if he can follow up from the Gnar and have Yasuo pressure the Cho'Gath, we actually see Yasuo doing so much damage to the Cho'Gath here. Cho'Gath's going to use Devour, but not enough to take down Yasuo. Yasuo is going to get a kill up at top lane. This is going to be a free Herald for the blue side. We actually see the red side is going to have a fight here with Tristana. Tristana's going to ult the Sona, take her down, and Draven's able to get away. He's going to recall here for bot lane with Yasuo pressing the top side of the map and the blue side taking Herald. Very good trade for the blue side. Yes, they did lose Sona there, but out of all the champions they could have lost, they did lose their support, who is not going to be worth much for the red side here. And they were able to pick up the kill for Yasuo and Herald for Zac here. We actually see Yasuo pick up the tier 2 turret on top lane here. We see the Draven trying to fight the Braum and Tristana here. Tristana getting a lot of damage off on the Braum. Braum is actually going to try to take the damage as much as he can. He actually gets taken down by the turret, and Draven 2v1s under turret against Tristana and the Braum here. Draven now super strong. We see a fight coming up at top lane. Yasuo's actually going to take down the Syndra and the Rammus. We see Zac picking up the kill for Cho'Gath. That is an ace. And the blue side is going to use their Herald to the advantage. Ace for the Zac and Yasuo. What a strong early game and advantage that the blue side has used up for them. Sona and Draven going to push out the bot lane here. Braum is actually coming back alive with Tristana. They died a little bit early on before that fight that they had at top side. I think Herald might get some damage off here on the inner turrets. Does get a little bit of damage off. Always can take what you can get. Yasuo's going to try to push out the top lane turret here. Knowing that he's strong enough, he's probably going to try to keep his fight as much as he can. Rammus actually gets a taunt off onto Gnar. Gnar gets silenced. Gnar moves back and is able to get away, but 2 CCs and not able to do anything. We actually see a fight going on at bot lane, and Zac was able to pick up a kill on Tristana. Trying to move around the map here as fast as I can. And we actually see the surrender vote come in from the red side. That is GG. Blue side will take game 1. Most of the match here, we actually see that the blue side of the map was very strong in favor most or all of the match. If they were able to and did a better job into the early game, the red side would have had a stronger late game, but they were not able to make it that far, and the Zac was able to keep them and push them far enough, push the Yasuo and Draven far enough to snowball their lead and keep them going into this one. I believe we have a second match here for them, the best 2 of 3, I believe. We will see if we have another match here. All right, and we do have another match actually coming up for you. Stay tuned. We are going to get that match up and rolling very, very soon. At this point, chill out, hang out, talk to us with in the chat. But yeah, we're going to talk about a little bit of what happened on the red side of the map here, what they did wrong, what happened, what the blue side did very strong in their advantage to keep them in favor of this match. So we saw that the blue side took the Draven and the Yasuo, 2 very high scaling champions and very difficult champions to scale with, actually. And it was very wise on their part to try to scale with the Zac, having a massive CC and tank jungler, especially one who can knock up, and give that opportunity to Yasuo to use his Windblade. We see that Zac was a lot more around the map, and we see these Yasuo was actually able to roam a little bit more against the Syndra. Syndra was actually playing a little less aggressive than I thought she would be. Maybe it was because she didn't feel strong enough against the Yasuo here, but Syndra not much force against the Yasuo, allowing Yasuo to roam around the map. we actually remember the top lane fight, Rammus missing the knockup there at the top lane, and Nar was actually able to kite around. Zach, fortunately, on the top side of the map, getting vision onto the Rammus, knowing that he was actually on the top side too. So he made sure that he would stay around Nar this game. And since he knew that Yasuo and Draven were both pretty good on the map at this point, Zach decided to try to snowball the lead for the Gnar, because Gnar does do quite good damage, especially against the tank. So that's in favor for the Gnar there. And Zach was able to actually jump in on that fight, take down the Cho'Gath and the Rammus there. And Syndra actually tries to follow up in the middle of that fight there and try to pick off the Gnar, and she does. The Zac there. She picks off the Zac and that fight, but lost the fight because the Gnar was still able to have enough health from becoming Mega Gnar earlier on in the fight, and was able to take Syndra down there, gaining 3 kills from it, allowing him to get a lot stronger. And as I said beforehand, if you guys are just getting onto the stream and watching, hang out with us. We are actually streaming all day today. We've got a lot of matches for you. We've got League of Legends now. We had the first match. We had the red side of the game now, and the blue side actually flipping. Blue side won the game last match, and we're actually going to have more matches for you today. We have Overwatch later today. We have Rocket League. We have CSGO. And then later today, I believe the latest we have today is Hearthstone. And if you guys are able to hang out, say what's up, hang out in the chat, stay tuned for more of that. We've got a lot going on today. And right now we're going to get into the second match of the League of Legends High School Esports League Majors Round 4 today. All right, it looks like everybody's getting readied up, and it looks like the match is actually going to begin right now. We're getting into the picks and bans. So now the blue side, Cho'Gath, is going to start the bans here.
Now I'm angry.
All right, and we now see the Alistar ban come out from the blue side here. Now we see Tax Maven actually 14 seconds left. He's going to not hover anything at this point, but he's going to take out the Jarvan ban. Just like last game, both sides are going to take out the same ban. Alistar was actually a ban of the third ban from last game. All right, the blue side is actually going to ban out the Yasuo here. Red side did very well with the Yasuo last game, and blue side does not want to go against that again anymore. So we'll see what they're going to do this game.
I won't be denied.
Yeah, and to make sure that you guys check up on all the times and the schedules for the games today. We've got a lot going on. We actually see the Gnar pick come out. The Gnar ban, my bad. Gnar ban come out on the blue side here. Taking out the two of the stronger champions. I wouldn't be surprised if the blue side is going to try to take out Draven here. We actually see the red side take out the Kog'Maw pick here. So we'll see what they pick. And we actually see blue side go for a AD mid laner, the Zed Assassin. Oh my goodness. What a pick. We see the red side pick up the Urgot, one of my favorite champions in League of Legends, and we will see what they can do with the Urgot. Urgot actually getting a very good buff here. He's going to be not much in the early game. His Q is a lot faster if you haven't read up onto the patch notes here. Urgot's Q and his ultimate are a lot faster now. So instead of feeling like a clunky bruiser in a fight, you kind of feel like you're actually a little more of a mobile, fast-paced tank. That is very good for any person who likes to play the new Urgot at all. And getting into this matchup, we see the blue side picking up the Xayah and Camille here. Camille, strong matchup against the Urgot, but we'll see what Camille can do. Urgot does not have as much mobility as Camille does to try to fight with her. There's a possibility that if Camille uses her uses her knock up to try to gain distance from Urgot. Urgot can actually potentially turn it around, and we see the red side following up with the Twitch pick against the Zaya here with Thresh. I'm a little surprised about that pick there against the Zaya. It's a little bit of a odd pick in my opinion, but we'll see what they can do on the red side of the map here. We see the Lulu band being taken out on the red side, and we see the blue side of the map taking out Cassidon here. We see red side taking out the Rakan again, focusing on the supports, knowing that they both already have the ADC and support taken out this game, or picked on their side this game and taken out for them. So all they have to do is focus on their support for the bot lane, try to get them the advantage, and see what they can do and move up here. I don't know if the Urgot is actually going to switch with the jungler this game, but I would be very surprised to see a Urgot jungle this game. We actually do see a Jax pick come up onto the red side of the map. Going back to the bans, we actually see Malzahar on the blue side, making sure that they don't have any mid laners that could take out their Zed whatsoever. Jax being picked up, and now Poppy, surprising pick coming out of the blue side here with the Poppy, and we see Kayn coming in from the jungle. Ezreal might be a pick here that actually might be their mid lane. Might see an AP Ezreal mid lane. Spam in the chat if you haven't seen that in a while. All right, they actually are going to move away from the Ezreal pick and go probably for the Victor. I think that's a wise pick against Poppy and Zaya and a little bit of Camille. I'm not sure why he went for it against the Zed. Victor has a very good early game poke and farming potential, but as soon as he hits 6, I don't believe he's going to do much against the Zed here. But we will see. Victor, always a strong character around mid-game, and we'll see what they can do. And you know what? I think the red side is going to keep it as an Urgot jungle. What a pick for the red side here. Having some fun. Tax Maven deciding instead of for a high CC champion, actually going to go for a tanky bruiser this fight. Red side looking like not much of a tanky stats on their side. Urgot and Jax have the most tank stats on their side. But same with the blue side here, Poppy and Camille. Poppy has a lot of tank on their side, but Camille has more of the bruiser fighting her, so we'll see what they do. We have 2 minutes and 50 seconds before this match starts, and we see the Frog the Throat is going to take the Kayn. Wise decision on his part, knowing that Urgot has a very weak early game, especially if he doesn't hit level 3 fast enough, allowing Kayn to possibly counter jungle him most or all of the game, giving that Urgot does not have this early game that Kayn does. Kayn will have a strong advantage here in the jungle if he plays his cards right. At top lane, we'll start from top to bottom, actually. Camille and Jax. I think in this favor, we actually see the Camille in favor. I see the Jax in favor over the Camille in this one. Jax has the strong early game and the actually auto attack block against the Camille, which will be very, very strong against Camille's Q damage and not allowing her to use it at all. So Morrison 760, wise decision for the top lane. And as I was saying, the jungler picks, Kayn is in favor here. Mid lane picks, I think the Zed is in favor here Victor is in favor here until he hits 6, and Zed has the favor after level 6, allowing a bigger roam potential and has the stronger level 6 engage against the Victor. All right, and now moving down to the bot lane, we actually have Twitch and Thresh against Zaya and Poppy. On this one, I think we have the red side actually taking the advantage here against the Poppy and Zaya. Poppy denying a lot of movement from the enemy, Jax and Urgot, not allowing them to jump to certain places. That's most likely the reason why they picked the Poppy here as a support pick, giving them the potential of protecting Zaya at all costs from the Jax, not allowing him to do much in this fight. But back to the bot lane, Twitch, Thresh, Xayah, Poppy, Favor, Twitch, Thresh. Thresh has a wider range of early game, giving them the advantage here. Thresh just having that longer range. Poppy doesn't have much range here. If Kayn can do something here and try to gank, we'll see what he can do, but Thresh is a lot stronger here in the early game, allowing Twitch to free farm, and Twitch does do a lot of damage in the early game against the Xayah. Xayah does not do very well in the early game. She scales a lot better into the mid game. So as we get into this one, we got 5 seconds into Game 2 of High School Esports League Majors Round 4. We will see what is going to happen. We have CA Esports and MMHS Rebels in this matchup. Sooner or later, I will try to figure out which side is which. But for now, those are the two teams that we have going at this point. CA Esports taking on MMHS Rebels for this one, Game 2. As we load in, we kind of will see what they pick for their masters here. I would not be surprised to see a Deathfire touch out of Victor this one. And we do actually see the Deathfire come out of Victor. We see Jax taking the fervor of battle, knowing that he has the advantage over the Camille here. Strong laning phase, wanting that higher damage for himself against the Camille here. And Twitch actually looking for a good early game with the Warlord's Bloodlust, and Xayah also grabbing the Warlord's Bloodlust here. Strong pick for both sides, allowing them to grab the Doran Shield if they want to, so that they can keep their health in lane if they go for a trade. And we actually, going back to the Urgot pick, we actually see Urgot take Wind Speakers. I believe that's what it's called, Wind Speakers. I could be wrong, but what exactly that does, it gives him movement speed after a certain amount of damage he does, and it's very strong on Urgot, allowing him to get his echoing flames around the enemy at all times. Fervor of Battle does do very well, giving him the damage that he needs to escalate the amount of echoing flames does for themselves. And we see actually a little bit of a fun fact here. If you didn't know, Riot coming out with a new champion. If you missed that right there, the Sleep spell possibly going to come out, a new form of CC in League of Legends. We will see what happens. Poppy actually did get to go to sleep in this one here. We see Camille actually going straight to top lane, and we see the entire red side of the map going for the invade here. Poppy does not know it at all. Red side is actually going to go forward. We're going to see if Thresh does anything. Thresh going for the hook, not far enough to do anything here. Jax is just going to go straight back to top lane at this point. Urgot setting up for the blue buff here, and we'll see what they can do off of that. If they were able to get that successful invade there, I don't know what they would have been able to do, really. Might have seen many flashes come out from the blue side there. And we see the Urgot actually taunting a little bit, having a little bit of fun here before the game gets underway. All right, we see the red side actually has put vision onto the enemy, or onto the blue side red. Not enough to actually see the red buff, but enough to actually see if the red side is going to move from, if the blue side's going to move from the blue buff down to red or opposite. All right, and as the game's getting started, we actually see the Zed is going to back off a little bit, just as we were saying. Victor is going to be in advantage here with having the higher amount of poke against the Zed here. Zed picking up just some farm, and Urgot picking up the blue buff and actually taking his flip mechanic as his second ability. I'm a little surprised in that, not taking his Q with how much his Q does, but maybe he just wants to make sure that he has this CC just in case this happens. Kane's actually going to counter jungle him here. This is exactly why the Urgot took his E here. Kane is going to try to do some damage as much as he can. Urgot is able to do a lot of damage here. Kane is actually going to jump back in. Urgot's going to flash away, making sure that he does not die. You see a lot of pings come in from the red side. Victor not knowing that Kane is there. Probably a little bit of miscommunications there. Victor probably could have done something, gotten the first blood onto them, knowing that Kane probably did not bring his E, because we saw the Q and W actually come out in that fight. Kane was trying to make sure that he could get as much damage off on the Urgot as he could, but blue side favor now with the Urgot flash down. We see bot side having a lot of pressure on the blue side. We actually see the fight going down to bot lane. We see heal coming up from the Twitch. We see Xayah having to flash away because the play was really perfect by the Thresh here. We see Ignite come down from Thresh onto Poppy, and we see Xayah actually being able to take down the Twitch here with the feathers. Twitch not knowing that the feather was right behind him. Oh my goodness. What a fight at bot lane. 2 to the blue side and 1 to the red side. Urgot might look for a top lane fight here. We'll come back to the bot lane fight there. Getting a stun onto Camille. Camille not able to follow up. Getting a flash out of Camille here. Urgot was able to slow the Camille. Back to the fight at bot side. We actually saw first on that fight, we saw Twitch get very, very low, flash away, and then heal. And we saw Thresh go for a play, get him under turret, flashes forward, but then gets stunned up by the Poppy. Unfortunate events from the red side, but here we see the Victor actually going with the Ghost here. Actually goes a little bit aggressive against the Kane, who tried to gank him here. Kane looking for probably just some stacks so that he can go for Bruiser or Assassin. We'll see which one he picks up this game. I wouldn't mind seeing the Assassin in this game, but at this time, I think the blue side is gonna need the Bruiser in this fight for the long run. Having the only damage come from Zed and Xayah. Camille may, let's see what Camille has bought. Camille has bought a Doran shield, probably gonna move into the Tiamat to follow up. Camille is actually gonna jump in. She has no mana, and she's gonna get the Q damage off. Have a good trade against the Jax here. Jax does have mana, so Urgot is actually gonna move up towards the top side, knowing that he's not able to do anything in the mid lane right now, especially with Zed having his shadow up. Camille does not have any mana, but I think she has just enough to get away from the gank here if Urgot wants to go for it. Echoing Flame's not up at this moment, but bot lane is just farming at this point, with Thresh being a little bit passive, surprisingly. Probably a little bit afraid of this Poppy here after that last fight. Thresh just backing up a little bit here, allowing the Twitch and Xayah just to farm up right now. But Xayah getting some poke damage off just by farming with those feathers. Really good for her. We actually see the Jax at the top lane jump into the Camille. Does not have the stun up, so he's not able to take the Camille out. Camille wisely waiting on the Jax to use his stun up before she jumps away. It is a very dangerous game to do that, just because if Urgot was closer, he probably would have fallen to Urgot there. But we'll see what they can do. Jax is ahead right here with the mana, but Camille wisely holding up on the E. Zed is actually going to go for a roam here. There is a pink ward up for the bot lane, and Thresh gets a hook onto Poppy here. Poppy's going to take some damage, and Zed knows that there is ward in that bush and is actually going to try to maybe go for something here behind them. Urgot actually in the jungle right here. Does not know that Zed is here. Zed's going to go for the ultimate. Urgot goes for the flip here and gets taken down by the Zed ultimate. What an unfortunate event. But like I said earlier on, Kane with the strong advantage against Urgot here. Camille actually doing a lot of damage against the Jax at top lane. But back to the junglers. Urgot not having much of an early game until he hits 6 here in the jungle. Kane a strong counter to the Urgot jungle, having such high pressure against the enemy in the jungle. Kane might actually look for taking his blue buff here, or maybe even killing Urgot. We see Jax taking out his teleport here and making sure he doesn't lose any minions, and we actually see the Urgot come. Urgot is actually not going to go for his blue buff. Thinks about going for the wolves, but he decides not to go for the blue buff here, knowing that there's probably probably Kane there. Oh my word. Kane is able to steal the blue buff here. Urgot thinking that nobody was there. We actually see a fight going down at bot lane. Poppy is able to stun the Thresh. Xayah gets enough damage onto the Thresh and takes him down. We see Urgot moving down to the bot side of the map, trying to see if he can follow up and do something, but at this point, he is not able to do anything. Camille is going to teleport top lane for this one. Poppy getting a wild stun onto the Thresh here, able to force the fight against the Thresh. Xayah doing just enough damage to take down Thresh, giving Xayah the early lead here. It seems like both junglers are going to want to have the fight towards the bot side here, knowing that Infernal Dragon is actually up in this one. Bot lane on the blue side pushing the red side away from the turret right now, keeping them off and trying to see what they can do right now. Twitch slowing them, actually might go in for a fight here. Thresh gets a hook onto Poppy, gonna do some more autos here. Poppy's gonna get away with the movement speed here. Xayah's gonna do some damage, try to trade off with the Jax with the Twitch and Thresh here. I was looking at top lane because of the fight going on right now. Jax is actually gonna ult, stun the Camille. Camille does not have a getaway anymore. He's going to have a 1v1 fight here. Jax still has his jumps. Jax jumps forward, gets the flash out of Camille there. Good fight for Jax there, using his ultimate, not able to take much damage from his Q. We actually see a fight come down to mid lane. A slow come from Kayn. Zed still getting stunned. Zed does have his ultimate up. He possibly could have gone for something there, but Kayn, I believe, is going to have... Oh, he's not going to flash away here. Bot lane turret very close and to dying here. About 25% health. Blue side just pressuring the bot lane right now. Poppy's trying to remove Thresh from the turret at this point. Thresh missing the hook here onto Poppy. Poppy's actually going to get flayed here. Twitch is going to go for the spray and pray. Poppy's going to get a stun off, and Thresh is going to take down the Poppy. Thresh is actually going to look for another play here onto Xayah. Flashes away, gets a hook onto Xayah, not able to do anything here. Xayah is going to be taken down, and we actually see towards the jungle, Camille actually taking down the Jax here. But what a fight at bot lane, getting first turret for themselves. Zed is actually going to go for the kill here. Zed gets an ult onto Twitch here. Does he have enough damage? And does not. The shield from Thresh able to save the Twitch here. What a surprising event from Zed here. Not able to take down the Twitch. I think because of the lantern, he was not able to hit his Q and proc that Thunderlords and do enough damage there. Unfortunate for the blue side, but blue side in favor right now. With this Urgot pick, they're going to have to make sure that this game lasts a lot longer. We actually see Urgot go for the kill onto Zed. He's going to ult in. He's going to keep on going, try to flash in and see. Gets the kill. Urgot going to devour Zed. Urgot uses both his flash and his ultimate there, making sure that he can take down the Zed, get the gold, and hopefully pick up this Infernal here. See if they can try to get a lead here onto the enemy side, onto the blue side. Poppy's actually going to try to make sure that she stays out of vision and gets in vision. Thresh is going to take out the vision here. Pink ward down onto the dragon, so there's no way for the blue side to be able to see anything here. We actually see a fight going on at top lane. Jax is going to do a lot of damage here. Camille's going to be able to jump away. Jax is actually going to jump on top of her. He's going to ult on. He's actually going to tower dive her here. Camille is going to hold him down with the ultimate, but not enough to do, not enough for the Camille here. Jax is going to be able to take her down. Probably push out this turret here. Camille still has around 30 seconds until she gets teleport back. Jax being able to split push top lane here. This is going to be the best that red side can do here. MMHS on the red side here, and CA Esports on the blue side here. I was just informed of this, so now I am not able just to say the blue red. So we actually see Zed is going to go in for the kill onto Jax. Not enough. We see the Ignite ticks, and the Ignite is able to take down the Jax in this one. We see Poppy and Kayn down the bot side jungle actually able to do something right here. But we see that Jax kind of stayed a little too long. He did take a lot of damage against that fight against Camille. Stayed way too long at the top side, trying to push the turret as much as he can. Not able to do anything there, so he was able to get taken down by the Zed here. Zed actually going for Maw Malmortius this fight because of the Victor. Kayn is going to counter jungle here. Thresh probably going to get a hook off here. Gets a perfect hook onto the Kayn. Poppy's going to ult away. Thresh. Kayn is going to be taken down by the ultimate from Victor. and Twitch is going to finish him off. Jack's going to try to jump in on the Poppy, not able to, gets denied. Poppy's going to have to flash over the wall, and it looks like they're going to use spray and pray to try to take down this dragon. Zed is up, he's hiding behind the wall at this moment. We've got 4 people down at bot lane. Twitch able to pick up the dragon. Even though Zed tries to steal it here, Twitch is going to move down to the bot side. Red side having the Infernal strong for them. And we see now that the Zed is going to do some damage to Victor. Now, Victor not able to do much damage here with Zed almost having Mama and Mortius. We'll get back to that. Jax is actually going to take a little bit of a trade here against the Camille. Not going to do much here. Probably thinking that he can do something with Urgot. Push up the wave maybe and do something here. Urgot's got to land in that ultimate onto him. But Urgot's actually going to move mid lane here. Zed might want to go for the kill here. Victor's going to Ghost here, and Urgot actually ults to try to get him away. Zed has enough damage to take out the Victor here. Zaya's gonna probably take down the Urgot. Urgot does not get taken down, lives on 1 health. Jax is gonna move down, see if he's gonna ult right now. Flashes in, misses the stun. Jax is not able to pick up the kill onto the Zed here, and Twitch actually able to pick up Poppy and Kayn. Jax miscalculating his E time. Almost a hook here. Play onto the Zaya. Zaya is actually going to get taken down here. Urgot able to follow up here. Urgot really low from that last fight. And we'll see if Camille can do anything here from following up. Thresh is actually going to go in for the kill here. Twitch is able to take down the Zed. And it looks like Camille is going to take down Twitch here. Twitch is not going to be able to do anything with that ultimate. Camille's actually going to flash in, flashes and slows Urgot here. Urgot's able to use his shield and get away. But what a fight. How long was that fight? We see at the start of that Zed actually ulting in onto the Victor there, taking him down. And then Zed trying to recall, and Jax trying to time it as best as he can. Try to time the stun onto the Zed. Tried to flash onto him so he could try to close the gap and make sure that he can use his Q for later. Fails the flash E from the Jax. Waited too long and not able to follow up. Jax gets taken out after that by the Zed and I believe the Zaya there. Urgot gets very low but not taken down, and Twitch was able to pick up the Poppy and Kayn with Thresh by his side. Kayn actually going to go for a fight here against the Jax. Little surprising to go for the fight here. Kayn's actually going to flash away. Camille is going to E in and try to get a knock up here. Urgot's going to try to follow up and help out the Jax here. Jax is actually going to jump onto the Kayn. And we see Jax taking down the Kayn here. Urgot's going to ult the Camille. Any more damage they can do to get the Camille. And Urgot is going to devour Camille. And as we saw there, Kayn, quite a questionable fight against the Jax here. Probably didn't realize that he was going to go against. We'll talk about that in a second. Urgot's actually going to flash away from the Zed. Trying not to take as much damage as he was going to. Zed doing a lot of burst damage to the Urgot here. Mala Mortius procs against the Jax here, giving him just more of a shield against that ability damage that Jax has. Jax is able to be taken down here by the Zed. Mid lane's actually being pushed out pretty hard, and bot lane is going to get pushed out by the Twitch. Zaya being forced to the mid lane to try to defend. Kayn going to move down to the bot side. Thresh is going to try to put some vision into the enemy jungle here. We actually see a teleport coming from Camille. Camille knows that Jax is not up for a few more seconds and probably doesn't have teleport very soon, so she's going to go for the tower. Oh, I was mistaken right there. Jax is actually have the teleport now. He's going to go back to top lane here. We may see him fight in mid lane here, but Thresh is able to save the Victor there. I think if they did not have Thresh's lantern up, Victor was going to get CC'd against that wall, and that would have been very unfortunate for the Victor in this fight. Victor does have flash up though, but I think he had enough damage to be taken out fast enough. We see Jackson and Camille kind of going back and forth against each other for this ward, or for this vision up at topside here. We see Kayn actually going to the mid lane, trying to go towards the Victor. They do realize that Urgot is up on that side, so they're going to wait and see what happens. We see the Zed actually move towards the mid lane here against the Victor. Victor's gonna ghost away and make sure that he cannot get killed by the Zed here. Zed is going to shadow away, and Thresh is gonna try to hook him. We actually see a fight going on in blue side jungle. Kane gets taken out. Camille gonna try to go for a fight here, gets away. Jax is actually gonna jump back in. Urgot's gonna try to ult to take the kill. And we see the Jax and Twitch picking up the kills together. All right. As I was reading something very quickly, we actually see the Xayah gonna go into a fight against the Twitch. Poppy's gonna flash away. Twitch does have heal, and Poppy does have ignite. Poppy ignites the Twitch. Going to be taken down. I don't think she needed to use the ult there to try to take him down. But Poppy taking down the Twitch, giving herself some gold back, and actually Xayah getting 1v1'd against the Twitch here. Twitch having a fair amount of more damage against the Xayah in this one. See at top lane, Herald is being popped by the Jax. Going to be moving forward, and we'll see what happens.
The test of good manners is patience. Patience is what separates good hunters from dead ones.
All right, and Camille's going to take out the Herald at this point. And now we're going to see the vision game come from both sides. We have one turret to the blue side, 3 turrets to the red side. Infernal Dragon to the red side. 13-16 advantage to the red team. MMHS has the advantage in this one. Victor's probably going to get caught out here. Poppy's going to push him back towards their turret. Kane and Zed both going to assassinate the Victor here. Red side actually might want to look for a fight here with Spray and Pray. If they can get Jax and Urgot to move towards the dragon here. We actually see Spray and Pray come out, taking out the Poppy here and the Zed. Exactly what we were saying. The Spray and Pray. Urgot is actually going to ult the Kane, and he's going to devour Kane in this fight. 4v5 here. We see Urgot is actually going to go forward. Jax is going to flash onto the Xayah. Xayah gets him rooted onto Urgot and Jax, but Jax and Urgot able to take him down with the burn. They get the dragon here, and it looks like Jax and Urgot are going to be able to push out the wave as fast as possible in this one. Jackson, Urgot, and Twitch actually at bot side going to be pushing down the turrets right now. What a really good comeback for the red side here. MMHS coming back at CA Esports. We see the fight actually going on at mid lane under the turret a little bit, but we see that red side actually used to their advantage. As soon as Urgot hit that level 6, they made sure to use that to their advantage. It's a really big power spike, especially if there's a 2v1 for Urgot. Urgot's actually going to go for a fight here. Urgot does not have ultimate up. Urgot knows his team is nearby just by a bit, but not able to take down the Kane. He's going to have to flash away. Camille tries to jump onto the Urgot. Camille was not able to stun the Urgot here. Camille is actually stuck now between the Thresh and Urgot. Victor taking down Poppy and Xayah here. Urgot really close. If he had ultimate, he might be able to take out the Camille here. Camille is going to... Oh, he has his ultimate! And Urgot gets the devour onto Camille. What a timing for the Urgot. And right now we see red side in major favor here. MMHS taking the advantage in this one. Zed trying to clear the wave as much as he can. The Urgot pick, such a strong pick now with how fast his ultimate it is and how fast his Q is. We also saw it, if you are watching Worlds today, we also saw it with the Gigabyte Marines pulling it out, having some fun with it at Worlds even before the update. So that goes to show you that at least even Urgot can be played in the pro plays. All right, and now as we keep going with this match, we actually see Zed at bot side, a 5v4 up at top lane. Urgot has half health here, trying to take out as much wards as they can and all the vision that they can. Jax is actually going to back off here. It's a 4v5 at top lane. try to push out the wave as much as they can, and it looks like red side might actually back off here to try to reset and possibly go for the Baron. Urgot and Jax recalling here. The rest of his team is going to clear out the enemy jungle, not allowing him to get any more CS than he needs. Kayn is a little far behind right now, and Jax is going to split push bot lane. He does have teleport. That is a major key to this. If you want to split push like this as a top laner or anybody like a mid laner, it is very wise on Jax's part. Morrison 760 making a wise decision here by split pushing with the teleport. Zed is actually going to take down Victor one-on-one, assassinate him really fast. Exactly what Zed was needed to do. Urgot is actually going to go to a fight against the Kayn in the jungle here. Urgot is not much to do here. Urgot is going to try to run away as much as he can. He does get the movement speed. He's going to try to get the redemption here and get as close as he can to the lantern, but not able to get there and gets taken down by the Kayn and Poppy. Twitch looking for him. Twitch does a lot of damage to Kayn here. Twitch does have spray and pray. I don't think he wants to use it yet because it's just the two of them. Uses spray and pray actually. He's going to go for a fight here. Camille jumps on top of them. Twitch might have the damage here to go and fight this off. Flashes away from the feathers. Xayah cannot get away. Xayah gets taken down. Quadra kill coming in for the Twitch. Twitch with the spray and pray. So much damage upon the blue side of the map. MMHS taking this fight to CA Esports. And as the Twitch takes that quadra kill, he's going to move forward. If he can't here, if Zed's actually going to move to the top side of the map and clear the wave. He knows he can't do anything in the mid lane right now. Jax and Twitch both pushing out inhibs in mid lane and bot lane. Really strong for them. If Jax can do this, it'd be a really good thing for the red side. Jax actually walks back into the stun. Jax gets ulted upon by Kayn. Flashes away, but Kayn has enough damage to get the Jax down. Jax 1v1 by the Kayn. As you can tell, I gotta take a little breather every once in a while. Got a little bit of a nose cold there, but still casting away and having some fun here in the High School Esports League. We actually see the ult come upon the Urgot. Zed might be taken down here if he can get the tick off. Urgot's ultimate actually goes away, so it was able to get him with the Echoing Flame. Urgot's gonna flash over and do enough damage to get the Echoing Flames upon the Xayah. Victor doing enough damage on the Poppy. Thresh was taken down. Thresh taking down the Kayn. Twitch now able to push to probably end this one. MMHS coming back from a 4-1 deficit in the early game. We actually see Urgot gonna go in for the kill here. Echoing Flame is gonna do a lot there, and Victor's gonna pick up the kill. Twitch is going to use spray and pray to do enough damage, and the MMHS is gonna take the victory here. What a matchup for both of them. We actually see the double explosion from the Nexus. The blue side decides to surrender this one. What a beautiful matchup this was. Both sides doing phenomenal. And we got to see the comeback from MMHS on this one. MMHS able to snowball their lead. They were in a deficit, and afterwards were able to snowball the lead. As soon as Urgot was able to hit that hit the level 6, I'm all over the place. I'm having fun here. Well, let's have some fun, but I'm all over the place, and I'm trying to speak to you guys. But Urgot able to do a lot of things here. As soon as he hits that level 6, Twitch able to snowball after taking down their bot lane and able to do so much for MMHS in this one. Tons of damage coming off of Twitch in this fight, and we may get an interview from one of the guys in this match if we have time. But at this point, I believe MMHS took the victory here. All right, and at this point in time, I'm going to try to get an interview onto one of the players. I am actually going to interview let's see if I can. At this point in time, we see that Twitch did so much that last game, 19 kills. And let's see how much damage he does. I'm going to look at the graphs here. has so much damage, 27,000 damage upon the enemy team. Twitch able to bring back the lead here. At this point in time, I'm going to see if either one of them will join us for an interview here at this time. At this point in time, if Wise Hearted and Tax Maven are watching the stream, if both of you are either online, please join us on the Discord and come into support one. We want to interview you. Wise Hearted and Tax Maven. Hopefully I can get in contact with them right now. I tried to send a message to them, add them as a friend on League. We'll see what I can do right now, but what a match. I got to say, what a match. MMHS pulling that victory. 2-0 for MMHS in this one. Able to keep pull the victory here. We will see what happens in just a few moments here. See if we can get anyone on their team. Actually, let's see if we can get anyone on their team to actually get in here for an interview. And yes, as you can, right now, all of you who are watching, if you can, hit that subscribe button, join the High School Esports League Varsity Network. Stay tuned with us every Saturday, every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Make sure that you guys know when we are streaming and casting these matches. Saturdays are the big casting days. So later today, you will see Overwatch, Rocket League, Hearthstone, and CSGO. Make sure you stay tuned for those matches. And also keep in touch with the timelines. All right, it looks like we have one person here.
I was asking for an interview. What?
Yes.
Hi
So
there.
so you were the Twitch last match, correct?
Yeah, the Twitch.
All right, as we interview you, first question I have for you is, so going back to that first match, what were your thoughts? What allowed you guys to snowball that lead so hard for you?
What allowed us to snowball the lead? Hold on, give me a second. Let me just check the match real quick. For the Draven game, you asked?
Yes, the Draven
Yeah.
game.
I think what allowed us to snowball that game was my support, the Sona, was able to um exchange damage well with her poke, and uh basically I don't think the Braum played well on the shields. He used his E way too quickly, so that Tristana would take more damage upon me and Sona. And I think that's just basically how we won from early game bot lane.
All right, awesome. And from there, do you think that the Draven pick was kind of a unusual pick, or were you very comfortable on the Draven?
For the first game, yeah, I think the Draven pick was very comfortable. I believe in my team, especially since it was a great team comp with Zach, Nar, and Yasuo, including the Sona. I think it would be good because Draven has high damage late game, and with a team fight like that, he can just pick out stragglers out or just put high damage on maybe like the ADC or the mid laner.
All right. Well, that's good to hear, and everybody probably wants to hear that from you to learn a little bit how you guys snowballed that lead there. Next question I have for you is, we're gonna go move over to the second game.
Okay.
You got to tell me what happened here. You guys were down 4-1 kills, and then you guys actually brought back the lead. The Kane was a little bit like what is it called? He was counter jungling you guys a lot until
Yeah.
Urgot hit that level 6 power spike for him and was able to do stuff. But at bot lane, I want to hear more about this. 19-3 at the end of this game with the quadra kill coming in for you. What got you that snowball? Were there no? I can't remember if there were any ganks that happened. I don't believe there were, but I think
Well, their bot lane, they played well against us early game, but I think that lead happened because me and my support like sort of messed up on the game because we had the overhand, but we sort of screwed up our advantage and we gave them 2 kills, I think, or 1 kill. I can't remember, but what made me maybe catch up and snowball so hard was probably because of my support. Shout out to my support. He's godly. With Thresh, and yeah, it
We
was
like to
pretty
hear
much.
that.
Yeah, that's why I got the quadra because Ferns boy, he's a good Thresh. He can peel me well while I'm playing Twitch, and yeah, that's why we won that.
Well,
Top lane.
shout out to Ferns Boy here. Wise Hearted has shouted you out, man. Good job playing that matchup, giving him the potential to push forward and snowball his lead and actually get that quadra kill in the jungle there. What a game. And I have one last question for you.
Okay.
What are your thoughts going into the next matchup that you have? Like, are you guys nervous about the next match, or do you guys feel like you guys are strong enough into a point where you guys are comfortable with your team comps that you guys are choosing and how you guys are practicing?
To the next game, of course we're gonna work on it. We're gonna work on our Urgot jungle. It's pretty well around the team, well rounded. And to all the other teams out there, I guess play us. If you want to scrim, go ahead. And if we play in any further matchups, good luck. I mean, I think we're a very good team, especially in the Eastern Division. And yeah.
All right, that's good to hear. And as he said, anyone else who wants to scrim this Wise Hearted and Ferns Boy, watch out for that in the scrim chat on High School Esports League Discord. Make sure. And thank you for coming in and doing this interview with me.
You're welcome, Nathan.
And have a good day.
You too.
All right. Well, make sure everyone that you look forward to the rest of the matches going on today with Overwatch, Rocket League, Hearthstone, and CSGO. Make sure you keep an eye on that. Shout out to Mr. 1553 in the chat. And I'm going to send it back over to Aaron.
All right, thank you so much, Nathan, for casting that really fun game of League of Legends. Really exciting, awesome casting, as always. Thank you so much, Nathan, for showing up. We have a fantastic CSGO game coming your way pretty soon here, starting in just under 30 minutes, 28 minutes to be exact. So that's something to look out for. Don't leave. Come right back if you do. We have an awesome CSGO game coming your way, and hope to see you all there.
I'm alive, more alive than I've ever been your way. I'm alive, more alive than I've ever been your way. Well, I can dream that we'll see a brighter day. I can see in your eyes that we're through.
I see your face in the crowd, but you don't seem so far away. The only thing between us is empty space, empty space. And even when the music is loud, I'd rather be no other place than here with you now, here with you now. Here with you now.
Test, test, test.
Here with you now. Here with you now. Rather be no other place. Here with you now. Here with you now. Rather be no other place. Here with you. Here with you now. Here with you. See your face in the crowd, but you don't seem so far away. Everything between us is empty space, empty space. Even when the music is loud, I'd rather be no other place. Here with you now. Here with you now. Here with you now. Here with you. Rather be no other place than here with you now. Rather be no other place than here with you. I see your face in the crowd, but you don't seem so far away. Everything between us is empty space, empty space. Even when the music is loud, I'd rather be no other place. Here with you now. Here with you now. Here with you now.
you. I'm in way too deep and I'm drowning in devotion. I'm lost, can't find a new emotion that's ever enough. And you can't deny it's real, 'cause there's no deeper love, baby, yeah. 'Cause there's no deeper love than what we're feeling. There's no deeper
taking names, it's my boss brand. We get to Nia. There's a virus coming to eat ya. Gonna make nobody left to be dead. Overtaking names, it's my boss brand. We go higher. We catching fire. Left to be dead, left to be dead. This is my boss brand. We go higher. We catching fire. Left to be dead, left to be dead. This is my boss brand.
Rise it up like an endless crescendo. 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 Rise it up, 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 rise it up like a
and I really give it to y'all. Mine is the army that bands against bands of dead presidents, determining life of mankind of cancerous. How we breathe vapors, green got us bleeding in streets for cheap paper. Assemble the masses, melt the plastic compound, realign when the shit gets drastic. Lit the veil when the system's unmasked. It's just another pyramid scheme, a government racket. The line with the power, we charge Jurassic. Nation T-Rex with covert tactics. Rise from the ashes, take back the atlas.
Bring the madness. Bring the madness. Bring the madness.
Bring the madness. Bring the madness.
Break it down.
See your face in the crowd, but you don't seem so far away. The only thing between us is empty space, empty space. Even when the music is loud, I'd rather be no other place than here with you now, here with you now. Here with you now. Rather be no other place. Here with you now. Here with you now. Rather be no other place. Here with you now. Here with you now. Rather be no other place. Here with you. I see your face in the crowd, but you don't seem so far away. The only thing between us is empty space, empty space.
and touch the sky. A star's light shines on long after it dies. Oh, in the night, live every day as if it's your last. Our memories been bright like beacons of the past. Oh, in the night, now we race against the sun. Now we race against the sun.
until somehow you can find a slightly different frame of mind. Right here in my arms, away from all harm. You'll be safe from all the flares, although I know you don't care. Take a deeper breath and give it time. You can walk the path among the lines with your shattered frame of mind. List that you could always stay. We can wait right here and play until somehow you can find a slightly better frame of mind. Take a deeper breath and give it time. You can walk the path among the lines with your shattered frame of mind. Risk that you could always stay. We can wait right here and play until somehow you can find a slightly better frame of mind. And when the light comes through, when that day isn't new, then it will be time for a new frame of mind. Take a deeper breath and give it time. You can walk the path among the lines, but always know that you'll be safe. I'll be here throughout your days. Come find me and we will play. So
Alright, hello everybody. Welcome to round 4 of the HSEL Major Season 1 Counter-Strike Global Offensive Series. We are going to be getting into the knife round between DHS Wildcats and SHRS Rams. No pre-commentary, we're getting right into this game, and it is going to be SHRHS moving towards B. Big boy getting stuck in the door there, trying to bait out with sound. They know where they are though. Knife round. I don't know why this strategy coming to this. Kind of walk up and knife people, but if you guys are not familiar with Counter-Strike Global Offensive and how the competitive environment works, basically the winner of this knife round gets to determine what side they want to start on. And right now, the T's are just delaying, even though that if the time runs out the time's an hour, but delaying is really not. Okay, they're gonna run around. They're gonna basically corner him in here. Hello is just delaying. He's gonna go for the kill, and that's gonna be Big Homie finishing up Hello, and that is gonna be DHS winning that round and selecting to stay on the CT side. So, not too surprising. CT side is universally looked at as the side you want to start on. It's generally the easier side. Most maps lean towards the CTs in terms of round-to-round win ratio, and not surprising to see it. Cash is a map where you will see some teams pick the T side first. On the professional scene, NIP, like classic NIP, is one that you would see picking T side on Cash whenever they can. It is one of their favorite sides, but choosing CT side is
my name, Jam.
Default. Coming into the pistol round, we're going to be seeing no buys quite yet. On the T side, we do have a little bit of utility, a smoke and a Molotov on Hello, and armor on the rest of the players, no pistols. And we're going to be seeing 3 sets of armor, a bit of a lag there, 3 sets of armor on Big Homie, Dios, Brian D, and a single kit on Scars, who is going to be playing towards mid, able to rotate. We are going to be seeing a fast push towards B as they start to walk. And the bomb at this point is committed. They could run back if they wanted to, but looks like we are going to be having a pistol round B push, playing delayed, trying to find something. They're going to know they're there. That window is broken.